Welcome back, guys. My name is SanchoWest, and here we are with another gaming discussion video. I appreciate the support that I had in the other video regarding the idea to build hype, what Naughty Dog could do to build hype for The Last of Us Part 2 multiplayer. A lot of you guys left some awesome comments down below about that. I really do appreciate it. That's the goal that I want to have. I want to have gaming discussion. So one of the things that was brought up in the comments was the idea, and I brought this up in the past, that should Naughty Dog, I don't know why it's a should or could, but the idea of Naughty Dog making a battle royale for The Last of Us Part 2. So before we get into yes or no, before it's black and white, let me talk about the awesomeness of battle royales and why that I believe that it is the future of gaming when it comes to multiplayer. It is in my belief that battle royales is something that was always maybe something that a lot of devs strive for. It was always out there, like the idea of having 100 people in a lobby go at it, right? But it's always been, you know, technology was very limiting back in the day, and slowly we're finally having the ability to have all these people in one server. You know, faster internet, better servers, all those kinds of things, better netcode programming, all those kinds of things are enabling these developers to continue to play in this playground of a 100-player battle royale. Now, what I want to say is that I also believe that battle royales are in its infancy. We are barely just figuring out the whole idea of what makes a good battle royale. We got the kind of like the template down a little bit, right? You hot drop, you parachute in and you land, and then you scramble for loot, and then you go all the way. There's something, a ring pushing you in, and then you be the last one standing as everything collapses, right? That is the template for battle royales. With battle royales entering the AAA space with, you know, Epic Games coming out with Fortnite, and then the biggest step forward was Activision saying, yes, we believe in battle royales as well, when they came into the fight with Blackout. And then you have, out of nowhere, Respawn and EA coming out with Apex Legends, and then now Battlefield 5 at the time of this recording coming out with their Ring of Fire, or, you know, their version of a battle royale. So we're seeing a lot of AAA entities coming into the fight, and the best part about that is that they're introducing new wrinkles to the battle royales. Like, they're figuring out what makes the template, or the cookie cutter template of a battle royale better. So Apex recently, this is why I really wanted to make this video, because Apex recently discovered some of the glaring holes of battle royales, and they perfected it and made it a little bit better. One of the things that everyone does not like is being in a squad and dying and then having to sit out the rest of the match. With the ability to respawn, it's been really awesome to me, because it's been keeping people engaged in matches, and the hero ball, or the virality of clutching it for your team, or that excitement of clutching for your team, is another layer added to the battle royale space. Also, the smart ping comm system from Apex Legends has been a revolutionary system. This allows people, for those who don't know, you could point at an object and ping it, and you could tell people that you're looting over there. You could tell I'm watching over here. You're saying that I'm looking at an enemy. All those kinds of things really did help revolutionize or take that step forward to battle royale and make it a little bit better. And that smart ping system also allowed people to play the game without having to use microphones, because sometimes the gamers, we don't like to use the microphones even though it's provided. I myself find those days where I just want to chill off the mic. My point is that I'm trying to make is we're finally understanding the fundamentals of battle royale, right? We're getting a lot of the mechanics down, just like platformers, right? When they discover checkpoints. I propose this: Naughty Dog, right? Well, let's take a little bit baby step back. This is what I'm thinking now. One of the missing items for battle royale that I think once a developer figures it out will make this battle royales better is, why are we grinding for wins, right? I think once you get past the grind for wins, the battle royale gets stale. I've had this thought way back in my PUBG review, and PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds review. I says, what happens when wins don't matter, right? And I think a lot of the battle royales are still betting on that thrill and rush of getting the dub. But what happens when you win, you win, you win, you win, you win, you win? What are you fighting for? What are you playing for? What's the end game? And I think the battle royales in game, not the actual in a match in game, but the chasing the carrot in game, needs to be solved. And so I propose that the next step in battle royales is a narrative. battle royales in general have an awesome narrative from the start to finish. It's an organic narrative of seeing someone, you watch someone on stream and you're rooting for them go from the last person standing all the way to the end. That's an organic narrative. You're invested in it, right? But when I learned in theater as an actor, when I learned in theater is what makes drama or what makes audiences engage more is if you raise the stakes. And I believe that right now we have regular stakes, just being the last person standing. But imagine if a battle royale was able to layer on those stakes with a narrative. Now, this is a big challenging thing, because how can you tell a narrative experience in a multiplayer setting where there's so many variables or random numbers game or RNG involved? And I really believe that that is one of the missing pieces. And it could be done in various ways, right? Like, for some reason, I imagine that what if you go into a certain zone and you're collecting collectibles. Like I've mentioned this before, like you collecting collectibles that you could take back to your camp, or you could take back and show your treasure. You could show off to other people, like, look at all these cool stuff that I found. And that allows you to unlock skins and things of that sort. Already Epic is already exploring these ideas of doing little objectives to unlock different versions of skins. But I'm just imagining, like, you go to an area, you clear out an enemy that is not an NPC, but it's another player, and you happen to unlock a cutscene. And it's like a cutscene of an NPC hanging out there. And I don't know the logistics on how it works, but the point that I'm trying to say is, if we layer in a narrative to battle royales, I think that will add a bigger strength to it, a bigger engagement to it, as to where I'm looking for. And seriously, what other studio can do that than Naughty Dog? Look at the world that The Last of Us is. It is literally the ultimate form of survival, right? It is a world that was been hit by this apocalyptic event of a virus, and it's taking out everybody. And it's literally not only that you're fighting against the infected, you're fighting against the fellow man, right? So already the world itself is there. There is this narrative of being a battle royale, right? Scavenge for everything that you can find. And what I'm also talking about is not only the narrative is there, but you could also add good lore to it, like good story points. You could, you know, maybe that there's letters and things of that sort inside the world that you could read about the Fireflies, about the Marauders, about this new cult that's in the game for The Last of Us Part 2, that you could expand the lore of the game without sacrificing the story that you want to tell with Ellie and Joel. And not only that, you get this narrative nice coat, but you also get the immersion, right? The environment, the lighting, the graphics, the music, the ambiotic atmosphere, like all those things, you know, that Naughty Dog could do really well to make you really believe that you're fighting for your life and that you are the last man standing. And you are scavenging for your group of people, and you are looking for collectibles, and you are trying to find answers to this situation. And what's stopping you is not only NPC infected, but other players from finding all these things out. And I think it could be a really cool thing that you have this huge open map that has all this lore and all these collectibles, and it's so immersive, and the atmosphere is so, like, the music kicks in, and you know you're running into a prison protected by bloaters, and you know there's this awesome shotgun there, and you got to go get it, right? And then meanwhile there's this enemy there. You're like, oh, should I engage or should I let these bloaters get it? Well, I really want the shotgun because I know it's gonna make me stronger. So, like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I understand the whole mechanic of jumping out of a thing, the rush for a loot, and you grab a gun, and all that is like battle royale. But I'm thinking that maybe I'm not even talking about a battle royale, honestly. Maybe I'm talking about a new game type that just has multiple players in it. That's not necessarily battle royale. Get to like have a fungus or the virus push you into a circle, but I really believe that there is a massive multiplayer type of experience in The Last of Us that could take the cues what Apex Legends has learned, that you don't have to go all the way to 100. Even if it's a session of 32 players and you're going at it to the last person standing, and you're collecting gear and you're getting really cool skins, outfits, helmets, so like that's enough to add to the multiplayer experience, on top of the supply rate, on top of survivors, all those kinds of things that they can do to the multiplayer. And I really believe that Naughty Dog is a studio to figure it out. Now, there's a lot of obstacles around that, right? I really think that it's going to require a lot of focus from Naughty Dog if they want to do that. And I know that if they could put their focus in a multiplayer, it would be an awesome game. PlayStation is saying that they want a Sony exclusive multiplayer experience. And I've always believed, and I've said that countless times, because some of you guys are new, but I'm just letting you know that, you know, Uncharted, the Uncharted and The Last of Us multiplayers are really strong Sony properties in the multiplayer space. They just don't have the legs, and they don't carry it out if Uncharted or The Last of Us were continuously making updates. And I know that it's a matter of resources, right? If they continuously made updates, the community would be just as strong as it was when it first came out, because people love those games and they love those multiplayers. And I'm just simply proposing to the people that are saying like, no, I don't want a battle royale, it's a trend that I don't want Naughty Dog to face, just to think about how awesome it would be and how cool it would be if Naughty Dog made a battle royale and made it with a narrative and made it immersive. Think about it. Let me know what you think about in the comments down below. That's the end of my little discussion. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you next Saturday for more gaming discussions. Thank you guys so much. If you like what you saw, leave a like, subscribe, turn on that bell, you know, all those things. I'll see you guys next time. And as always, peace. Later.